In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how to build a strong mindset. Welcome to another episode of Fearless and Power Tube. I'm Sharon Koenig of fearlesspursuits.com, and this is the place to be to create a better version of you. In my videos, I talk about winning at life, but not just that. I'm talking to those boss babes, to the female entrepreneur who wants to get more done, from her dream to completion, all right here. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, consider subscribing. In this first tip, I need you to really be aware of your self-talk. This is something that we are all guilty of. We say, oh, I'm so mad at myself, I hate myself. And you can say so many detrimental things to yourself. I'm a loser, I'm never gonna be successful. And these things are what really get us in deep water. So what we need to do is we need to choose everything we say as if it's an affirmation. So we realize that there's a subconscious that's working on an underlying level. So we realize that you're listening to this video and you're in your full awareness, right? But there's an underlying subconscious there that is listening as well. And it's always there. It's there when you're sleeping as well. So we need to be very careful when we have self-talk, that we are saying I am followed by something that is productive, something that is going to help us reach our goals, something that's going to help us feel more empowered. So think of your triggers, for example. Whenever there is something bad that's happening in your life, maybe there is a person that triggers you, an event that triggers you, you know what I mean. Something will happen and it makes you feel bad. So what we want to do is that inner work that helps us identify what those triggers are so we can be ready for them. Whenever something bad happens to you, you want to be ready to replace that trigger so that you don't go right into that I am bad place, right? So you want to do some journaling. Break out a piece of paper and a pencil and think about the situations that really just light you up. And I don't mean in a good way. I mean those triggers, those events that happen that really get you in a bad mood. They put you under and they make you start having bad self-talk. So what we want to do is we want to identify those, and then we want to think of a better phrase. So whenever that comes up, you'll have that go-to phrase for you to say. And in this second step, I want you to challenge the beliefs you have about yourself. So oftentimes, especially us as women, we have a lower level of confidence than most men. So what we want to do is we want to really see what it is that we believe about ourselves. This is that inner work that we need to do again. Get that piece of paper and pencil out again and write down all of those beliefs that you have about yourself. Now what you need to do is ask yourself if it's really true. We need to be looking for proof where it's not true. I have a client that just beats herself up all the time with, I am so dumb, I hate myself. And the thing is that she doesn't really hate herself, but in that moment, she's just really fired up and she's upset by what she's done. She realizes that she screwed up. And this is an awareness that we have. It's that dark side of the awareness that we have, where we need to really sit down and realize that it's not true. We need to look for proof everywhere in our life where it's not true. You're not an idiot, you're not a screw up, you're not a bad person, and you don't hate yourself. This is so important, and the truth is that this I am not enough and I am not lovable is an epidemic. We really need to get to the bottom of this, and it's all in here in our mind. We need to really control what it is that we're saying to ourselves and look for proof where it's not true. You are perfect in everything that you are. Sure, we all make mistakes, and it will always be that way, but we need to build a strong mindset so that we don't go inward and attack ourselves. And number 3, you want to live intentionally. And this is another part of the awareness that is really difficult for a lot of people because we live in reaction mode all the time, and we need to become more mindful. And there is that light and dark side of awareness, as I was talking about before. It is really important for us. But ultimately, if we want to live a very empowering life, we need to make sure that we're not living in reactive mode. So this is something that we really need to hone in on and to live more intentionally. And number 4, this is a really big mistake a lot of people fall into. It's really a trap. We need to realize that we have a lot more power than we give ourselves credit for. The fact of the matter is that there's a lot of people that really bring us down. There's events and situations that really bring us down, and ultimately we feel like we've lost our power. But the truth of the matter is that we're really giving our power away to other people. Just try to remember, it's really your reaction that matters. Being in that mindful state to know that you're being reactive is really key here. And number 5, we all have haters in our life, right? There are people that really just rub us the wrong way. They come into our life and they really upset the apple cart. But I want you to understand something. It just means that you're making waves, that you are truly leveling up. That's a really good sign. It means you don't suck after all. You're sitting here judging yourself about those haters. And you shouldn't be judging yourself. You need to really just put your hands on your hip and say, yep, I'm making some waves. And this is a real important part of awareness that you need to have. Stick your chest out and your chin up and feel really proud of yourself for making waves, because it means that you are standing out among the best. I really hope you got a lot out of this video, because we all need to be working on building a stronger mindset. You know, a lot of us are really stuck in that fixed mindset, but we need to grow and we need to experience that growth mindset, right? You know what I'm talking about. So this is where we have to do that deep work. We can't just gloss over these experiences. We've got to be more mindful. But the real trick here is to be ready for it when it happens. That's why I was talking about breaking that paper and pencil out. You've got to be ready for it, ready for those triggers, ready for the haters, so that you can step up into your greatness. And that's what we talk about here on this channel. You know, your life is not promised. There may not be a tomorrow for you. We just don't know. So we want every single day that you wake up to be the greatest day ever. And it all starts up here. We need to level up our life, and we need to be the best we can be, but not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones and those people that really look up to us. We may not see them all the time because those people are quiet, especially if you're an entrepreneur. You're a boss babe and you want to rock the world. You want to serve the world as best you can, but know that you've got to build a strong mindset and that you've got to be mindful of everything that you're doing and be strong. And yes, women can be strong and feminine. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. Also, give it a thumbs up. I'm doing 3 videos a week now on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you build the best life and business ever. This is Sharon Koenig. I am out.